Well, tonight, the battle over the Browns, it's far from settled, and the team's push for a domed stadium in Brook Park may be putting one of the region's strongest off-field assets at risk here, collaboration between local government and business leaders.
Let's break down now where things stand and what's next in the Browns Stadium saga. We're joined by our buddy Mark Naymik. He's the editor-at-large at our partner, Signal Ohio. Mark, always good to see you.
Thank you for having me, and it is hard to keep up with.
It's
like a 2-minute
A lot of moving parts.
Let's talk about this rift between the city and the county and the Greater Cleveland Partnership. The city's a business, I guess, organization. How big a deal is this, and what does it mean exactly?
Look, there hasn't been this much shade thrown around this town since Art Modell left in 1995, really, between business leaders, sports owners. And it matters a lot because there's a lot at stake. You want them working together because there's things like the lakefront, the public square. These are projects that were done with them coming together. So having them on separate sides, the city is pulled away from the business group. So that means we could have influential people wanting different things out of major projects.
So what's the impact of a potential breakup here?
Yeah, and I think it will, one is we could lose clout. Lawmakers in Columbus love to throw money around to organizations and cities that are working together on projects. So they've already signaled they don't like what's happening between the business community and the Browns. So that's a big one. And that idea that we might wind up without a lakefront plan. We've been talking about it for as long as I've been in this town, at least 20 plus years. So I think that is another big impact.
We have heard the Cavaliers and the Guardians say that they think this Brook Park project could affect the sin tax, which of course would affect them. How realistic is this, and what do we think would happen there?
There was a recent poll that was really pushing a pro-Cavs and Guardians point of view that when the Browns are involved in a poll about extending a sin tax, which takes not only permission from the lawmakers, but a vote of the people, it goes down, and I think they're worried about it. They would love, and I spoke to a Cleveland or Cuyahoga County council leader last week who said, you know, they've talked about even decoupling this idea, taking the Browns out of that equation locally.
Wow. Now, I know you were in Columbus yesterday. As you said, you were talking to lawmakers. What are you getting from them? What is your sense of what's to come?
Two things. The Senate will unveil its budget on Tuesday, so we'll know if they're going to give the Browns $600 million, whatever the amount is. But whispers, people telling me in my ear yesterday, two issues. Do we, extend the sin tax, give them permission, and make that guarantee that the Browns could get some of that money for repairs for a future stadium? And one that I heard yesterday that was new, happy to kind of throw this out there, that maybe they changed the Art Modell law that would maybe allow a team to move within the county. So nothing's happened yet, but that's being kicked around.
We heard this June 30th deadline, but you're saying next week we will.
Well, it gets introduced, the Senate version, and then they have, the Senate president told us yesterday that he said he would probably see this thing pass in 2 weeks, get it out of their chamber, and then they kind of come together and figure out. So we got more Browns talk for at least another month.
The saga continues.
Probably longer than that, really, if we're realistic.
Mark Naymik, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
See you next time.